Hey guys, good to see you all. Welcome to the Engineer Wannabe YouTube channel. My name is Sanjay and I'm here with Keith and Torin. Good to see you guys as well. And everyone in the chat, everyone watching later, because it is Christmas Eve. So don't really expect a huge turnout in the chat, but you never know. I'm wearing my trusty
Yeah, I was gonna say you look
burgundy.
cozy.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
I got my chalice full of white chocolate mocha coffee.
But what are you wearing?
It's my burgundy house coat.
Oh, a house coat. Okay.
This is J Burgundy, Channel 6 News. How are you, Keith?
I'm good. Did not expect to be here. Already back from celebrating Christmas Eve. I'll have another celebration tomorrow, but glad I was able to join you guys.
Yeah, yeah, it's so good to have you, and I'm really happy you're here. What's on your list, sir?
Oh, let me take it off here.
Yeah.
On my wrist is my Ming
Oh,
1709 Burgundy
yeah.
on a new strap, new deluxe strap.
Oh, okay.
oh, sweet.
My first deluxe strap. I really like it. I
Yeah,
believe it's the goat stank that you used to you
yeah.
would refer to it as. Doesn't no stink,
Oh,
no stink
okay.
at all. So it's
Maybe I
worked
got a
out for
bad
me.
batch.
Yeah,
Maybe they heard the rumors of the goat stink and fixed it. But that's the Chev, right? The
yeah,
Chevre. Chevre.
yeah.
Okay,
I don't
so
know how to
yeah, that
pronounce
would
it.
be that would be goat stink. But yeah, good to hear. Good to hear that it doesn't stink. Cause man, my one smelled like a poopy diaper.
Yeah,
uh,
well, at first I opened the bag, I smelled the bag, took
right.
it out, I was smelling the strap. I'm like, I don't think I smell anything.
That's great. That's good. It looks great. It's
Yeah,
very
I like the gray color.
yeah.
Um,
Compliments to burgundy.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, great choice. Torin, good to see you as well.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. How are you?
Oh, not bad. Yeah, we got back from my partner. Her sister had a Christmas Eve dinner. It was
Okay.
kind of treacherous getting out there and back because
Mm.
the snow
Hmm.
was really squalling, but
Yeah.
we made it.
Yeah, that's good. Um, where whereabouts? Like long drive or?
Well, it's not usually not that far. It's usually like 30 minutes. They're
Okay.
in St. Thomas, so that's like
Okay.
south of London, Ontario.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, poor driving conditions, so it took about an hour.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you made it. What's on your list tonight?
All right. Kind of did an evening switch. I was wearing the Longines Zulu time, but I switched over to this guy here.
Yeah, your surprise purchase.
Yeah, the 556 from Zin, the Citron yellow dial.
Okay. I was gonna say tangerine dial, but yeah,
Torn has
that
a lot of
looks really
surprise
good.
Yeah,
purchases.
it kind of changes colors depending on like what you're wearing. It's or what strap you have it on, because it's
Yeah.
not really like a yellow, like a lemon yellow or a citron. It's more of an orange
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. What
Thanks.
strap is it on right now?
This is just it's like a Barton NATO strap.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not on the factory comes on a canvas type of gray
Yeah.
strap that's got some calf backing on it, which is
And that
okay, and it's a deploying class, but I
yeah.
don't know. I typically, because I've bought and sold the 556 so many times, I typically like to wear it on a NATO or different straps, like not the OEM one.
Yeah. And that's a green strap, right? Like a
Yeah,
forest green?
yes, a
Okay.
four screen strap. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like a orange, like perfect. It's so good.
yeah.
Like the fruit. Great choice. I like it.
Thanks.
On my wrist is the Torin watch, literally the one that Torin let go.
Oh,
Um, SBGP 017 Sea of Clouds
very nice.
on the deluxe as well. So yeah, Russian hatch green. Um, the weekend was really good for me as well. We just got back from Christmas Eve dinner at my parents-in-law's place. So um, we personally don't celebrate Christmas, my wife and I, but our entire family does. So um, yeah, so we usually end up doing Christmassy stuff, but it's not as you know wild for us as it is for some. um, but let's say hi to everyone in the chat here. Pale Horse, good to see you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you as well. Bill, Merry Christmas to you. Wilson, how's it going? Sam as well, Merry Christmas. Hey, Ken, good to see you from Pittsburgh. Bruno, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Brian's wishing everyone Merry Christmas as well. Hope you're doing well. Cow trucks. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Scott Tarlow's here wearing the Santos. Cool. Great choice. Walter, how's it going? Merry Christmas. Bill is congratulating Torrance. Excellent state of the collection video.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's on my watch later, so hope to catch
I
it.
have watched it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were there any surprises in there?
Surprises? I don't think
I don't
so.
know. I mean, I didn't feature like the Zin or some other ones because, like I basically end up buying and selling 5 or 6 watches in December. So that's insane.
When did you film it?
Early December.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It's like the start of the month. Yeah.
A lot could happen in a month. Less than fun.
They can.
Yeah. What are you guys wearing? Everyone in the chat, let us know. Ken says he's wearing his Christmas present. Red Dot Orient Kamasu. Really cool. Finally achieved one of my affordable grails. Very nice. That's one of my favorite Orients. I've been meaning to buy it for a friend of mine, but I keep forgetting. Gotta get on that.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I was really close to buying the green one.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a great looking watch.
It's like a teal green, right? Like a bluish green?
Kind of, yeah. I've seen in most lights, it's actually just looks black.
Oh, okay.
But you get the sun shining on it, and it's a cool looking green color.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some good colors there. Scott saying I support trading in the Grand Seiko for the Zin.
It's not quite what happened, but
yeah. Wilson is wearing the SVGJ 237. That's a beautiful one. Been eyeing a GMT myself. Sam also saying good state of the collection. Hey, Alex, Merry Christmas to you as well. Wearing the Speedy. Oh, I was wearing that earlier today. We could have been Speedy Bros tonight, but next time. Sam is wearing the SPG J235. When did Sam get that? Sam.
I think
yeah,
this week.
That too.
This week, within the last week or two.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sam, congrats.
It's a nice one.
Nice.
Big moves. Well done, Sam. Pale Horse is wearing the Blackberry 58. Very cool. All right. So no real plan for tonight. I honestly thought it was just gonna be me. I even sent I'm not gonna say it, but sent someone else the link. But maybe that'll be a surprise stream for another time. But
is it Santa?
No. Close. Very
Santa's
close.
very busy tonight.
Right.
That's
He's
true.
got enough on his plate. This is the one night that he can't join.
Right. Oh man. So I watched the Teddy Baldessar interview with what's his name? Joe Kirk. Have you guys seen that?
No.
It was a more
No,
recent
it's on my
video.
watch list. But
Me too,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me share my screen here. But they were talking a bit about the Mist Flake. Are you guys familiar with that model?
Oh, I love the Mist Flake.
Yeah, the SBG E285, I think. There. Yep. Oh, you can't see my screen. So I've been really thinking about this a lot because I've seen it in person. I've not really tried it on. It's a 42 mil GMT, very large dial. Um, or 41 mil, and 48.3 lug to lug, 14 mil thick. It doesn't feel
14.
that right, but it's got this nice snowflakey dial, and it's really like it's been on my mind for a few weeks now since that video came out. Um, so I don't know how I could make this happen. I feel like if I wanted to make this happen, one of my red dials would have to go. Because I have the Longines Legend Diver, and I have the SPGW 287. So I feel like I'd have to let go of one of my red dials to make this one happen because it's not affordably priced. It's got the
Yeah, because
Evolution
it's a
9.
standard spring drive GMT movement, right?
Yeah,
It's yeah,
it has the Evolution 9 tax.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you get
84.
rid of your Longines for this, you're still far away from
Yeah, I'd
that'll
have
pay the
to
tax.
I'd have to abandon my 39 mil Pelagos dream for this,
Mm.
which is, you know, Longines plus 39 mil Pelagos. I feel like this is a better watch, even though I'm kind of saturated with Grand Seiko right now.
I
That
like
was
how you're trading in a watch you don't own. That's quite the math right there.
yeah.
Trade in the Legend Diver and the 39 Pelagos.
Well, I mean, I'm on the list, so it's
Have
good as
you haven't seen it in person, have you?
the 39 mil Pelagos.
Yeah.
No, I haven't, not yet.
Yeah.
But like I mentioned while talking to the guys the other night, I've been living vicariously through Paul. You know, his pictures of him wearing the Pelagos. We have a very similar wrist size. His wrist is a little flatter than mine, but yeah, I feel like that would be home run watch. 39 mil Pelagos. I don't mind the sunburst dial. I know that's a sticking point for a lot of people, but yeah, I think a Pelagos 39 is home run, but this one's really tugging at my heart because yeah, Grand Seiko is that comfort food for me, and it's hard to say no. It's like, that delicious dessert that you were supposed to say no to, but you can't because it's delicious cheesecake.
What color is that GMT hand? Are the hands blued or anything?
The GMT hand. That's a good question. I don't.
What I really like about this watch is that it's also loomed.
Yes.
So, like, if I didn't have the white birch, I would go for that immediately.
Yeah.
But it's kind of similar, right? Like
It
Evolution
is.
9 case, white dial, just not a GMT.
Yeah. So it appears monochromatic. It's not blued or anything. Yeah. Oh, it's hard to say now, actually. That looks just black.
Yeah.
I can't remember from seeing it in person. I haven't actually held this watch because I always just said it's too large, but
No, I tried it. It wears amazing.
yeah.
Like the Evolution 9 case is like one of my favorite cases from Grand Seiko.
Yeah. It's so nice. But that's one of the things I've been thinking about recently. I feel like I want a new watch for the new year. I don't know. I've been like when we met at the AD last week, Torin, I had to really show restraint to not take that.
I thought for sure your Speedy was going.
Oh, you
when we
did?
met. Yeah.
I specifically didn't bring any boxes that day. So Torin and I met at the AD last week. I had 4 watches in the trunk because I was coming from Niagara Falls. When you stay for 2 nights, you need 4 watches. Right? So I had 4 watches in the trunk, and I was tempted to bring my boxes with me, but I said no. I'm not trading any of these. I don't want to. So I showed that self-restraint, but it was still in the back of my mind because they know me well enough that I could get the watch and then go home and drive back with the box. even though that would be a horrible day, because we were already pretty tired. But Yeah. So when you traded in, I don't know if you want to mention what you got last week, Torn.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's fine. Yeah, I did end up getting a Speedmaster or no Seamaster Professional, the white wave dial.
yeah, the one Keith's been
I love
fawning
that one.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
um,
it's great.
and you traded in your Black Bay Pro, right?
I did.
And that Black Bay Pro, oh
Yeah, you were
man,
tempted to go for that one. If it
I
wasn't for the Pelagos, right? You'd probably
yeah,
go for
yeah.
it.
It was so tempting. It wore really well. They fixed the clasp. It's not as long as the previous clasps from Tudor. So there's no sticking out, like side clasp sticking out anymore. And I think it was well centered. Um, so yeah, but I showed restraint. I didn't do it,
You did?
and yeah, I'm pretty happy about waiting for the Pelagos, but now I really want a watch to round out the year. But
So Torn met the whole fam. Was your whole family there?
Yeah, first time I met your wife, and I mean I met a couple of your kids in passing, but like this was the
no,
first time everyone was there, right?
oh yeah, definitely the first time everyone was there.
So everyone was
Okay.
hanging out at the AD, or did they occupy themselves with something else?
No, no, they occupied themselves. There's a couple of things they can look at outside, but I had two of the kids with me at the AD,
Oh, okay.
so the other two were with my wife, and yeah, they were just looking around. Yeah, they they didn't really want to come in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you get a lot of Dad? Let's go.
No, not from the kids who come in.
Okay.
They got the treats and the yummy cookies, and yeah, they were happy, but the others were not so keen on coming inside. So well, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Um, I'm saying the Miss Flake is an insane watch. I've tried it on, absolutely stellar. It is. Um, And yeah, and Joe Kirk always does this to me. Like he says like this is one of those watches that when you try and really look into, you can't get past it.
Mm.
And that's when I was like, okay, let's take a closer look at this, because I always kind of brush it off. It's really good looking. It's an Evolution 9 case, but I was like, yeah, it's big, and I'll pass on it. But once I really looked into it, oh, he's right. It starts to grind away at you.
I mean, his goal is to sell you Grand Seiko,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah, it's true too. Huh. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Scott's saying, I feel like now is the time not to buy a watch. Now's the time leading up to the watches and wonder. Oh, okay, that's a good point.
yeah, that's a good point.
To really see what the brands we love are gonna come out with. That's a good point.
Hmm.
Especially knowing Grand Seiko, there's gonna be like 4 watches by February
Yeah.
or 6.
That's the thing with the way watch brands release watches now. It's not like a full like dump of all their whole line at Watches and Wonders. They're still kind of, releasing them. A lot of brands at least release them throughout the year anyway. So
Yeah. I yeah.
which
That's
is not
kind of
ideal.
something we talked about, because it brings the spotlight on the brand again, but then it also causes a lot of fatigue.
Hmm.
Like Grand Seiko is getting a lot of flack. Not as
Yeah,
much anymore, but they seem to be like even I was tired of hearing of all the Grand Seiko releases,
Hmm.
and it's just the same watch with a different dial or
Exactly.
different movement or something like that. But yeah. He also said 39mm Pelagos is the best diver for small wrists, in my opinion. I love it. There you go. Chaz with a really, really generous super chat here. Thank you, sir. Wow, that's insane.
You got a couple of big super chats there.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas, Chaz.
yeah. Merry Christmas, Chaz. Thank you so much for that. You're too kind. Sam as well. Wow, thank you, sir. Whoa, Wilson. Wow, thank you, sir. seriously, don't deserve that. Honestly, I need to give you guys money. Like, you all, everyone in the chat, and Keith, Torn, you guys do a service to me far greater than I could do for you. But
Okay, I'll take the money.
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
just kidding. Merry Christmas, Wilson. Thanks.
I couldn't. I can't overstate it. It's yeah, I do really appreciate you all.
Yeah, I just appreciate you having me on.
Yeah,
It's a
Likewise.
good time.
yeah. The honor and privilege is all mine, and I honestly mean that. So Scott's saying the class on the Plagueis net is long.
So what I've seen, I saw a diagram comparing the 39 Pelagos to the Black Bay 58.
Yeah.
And it seems like the clasp is longer on the
Oh.
Pelagos, but the clasp plus this, like the swing arm, is shorter than the Black Bay 58. That's
Okay.
I wish I would have saved this with this graphic because it was really helpful. But that's why I'm really curious to know when you try it on and what you think.
Yeah. Because when I tried the Black Bay Pro, which has the T-Fit clasp as well, right? I don't really consider the outside appearance of the clasp, which always is like a disguised. It looks this big, but actually the swing arm is what matters. So I always look at the swing arm, how it lays on my wrist, and if there are enough links to take out of this side so that I can center the swing arm on my wrist. And the Black Bay Pro seemed to be centered versus Black Bay 58. There was no way to actually get it in the middle. It would always overhang on one side. So I'm really curious now about the Pelagos. I'm kind of nervous too, but we'll see. Time will tell. Anish, good to see you, and Kevin's here too. How's it going? Just no panels like three wise men. Yeah. Not really.
First time I've ever been called wise.
Well, you're pretty distinguished, and
Yeah.
so is Torin. I'm like the child here, right? I don't really know
No.
anything. You guys have years on me, you know. Not saying you're old or
That doesn't mean anything. I just waste my years.
no. See, there's a proverb that says, you know, the gray head is honor to that person, right?
Well, I'm getting grayer by the day, so.
No, it's beauty for the man whose path is in righteousness. That's the proverb. The gray head. There you go. So Scott, with a bit more context here, Pelagos 39mm clasp with 46mm end to end is really thick because of the diver's extension. Almost as long as the entire watch. Oh. Okay. 46 is good, I think. Because if my memory serves me well, the issue, the clasp on the Black Bay 58 was 52 mil. Because the last link on the end of the Black Bay 58 clasp didn't articulate. So the effective length was 52, if I'm remembering correctly. So 46 is promising for me. Thickness of the clasp, that's all good. But yeah. Dib is here. Dib, good to see you, sir. This is forget to reply Rolex. Yeah. Different market. But yeah, Scott. Well, look, yeah, I don't know what you think of that, but still looking forward to seeing what happens. Wilson saying it's always a good time to buy a watch. Yeah, always is.
Sounds like something.
That's my motto.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Keith?
I just said sounds like something Wolfie would say.
Yeah. Do it. And yeah, Torin just got a Tangerine dials in 556. So, and a Bling Master. Right?
Which, full disclosure, I turned around and flipped it. So.
Oh no way! Seriously? What happened?
Well, I mean, I wore it for a day or two, but it's not my style. It's too flashy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which I mean, I wanted it because it stood out, but at the same time, it's like I knew I wouldn't wear it that much. If anything, it would just stay in the watch box and kind of keep time for all my other watches.
Mm. But you already have a bunch of G-Shocks, right?
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
standard square, which is I actually wear it. So
Yeah. Yeah. My primary G-Shock used to be the white dialed um, G-Shock Casio, like the ladies Casio.
Mhm.
But now it is the Chaz, the Bamford that Chaz sent me.
Did you
It's,
see they're coming out with smaller squares?
oh, they
Not,
are?
yeah,
oh,
not
that'd be
Baby
sweet.
G. It's between the Baby G and the regular square.
Okay.
I wish I'd have the article at the ready, but Dan sent it to me.
Oh, nice.
Um,
I don't know if I tried Googling it, but
I think it's like maybe 2 millimeters smaller. It's not like a full, it's not like a huge difference, but enough. I feel
yeah.
like it might be enough. I could see if I could find it.
Well, I mean, the G-Shock squares didn't seem too large in the first place.
It did for
So,
me
yeah?
because I had one this year. I had that orange NASA, and
Yeah.
it was too big.
Yeah. Hmm. That's interesting because I had the Adrenaline G-Shock Square and I always thought it was just okay. Just right. It could have been smaller.
Mm.
Always could be smaller, but um it was okay for me. Um yeah. Do you guys have any watches on the radar for next year?
Oh, I see Dan put the G-Shock reference in the chat. He just posted it.
GMT.
But for next year, there's definitely watches on my mind. Well, I'll wait for you to pull this up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's not what I'm looking for. Let me try
Uh-oh.
Just the reaction. Yeah.
S5600. Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna have to clear your history.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. If you guys are curious, just search GMD S600. That's a completely different thing. But let's see here. So smaller square G-Shock. Oh, okay. Different colors too. All new G-Shock, smaller version, popular 5600 Orange Series will be launching in January 2023. Until now, the BBG has largely been filling the role of smaller square model. Yeah, that's yeah.
They need to get rid of that branding.
Oh,
I mean,
they really
who
do.
likes that branding? My wife wants a G-Shock. She
Yeah,
hasn't really found a color that she likes yet, but she does not like the Baby G branding. She would not buy a Baby G.
yeah.
That's fair.
So this one's thicker. Oh no. Okay, it's 2 mil thinner. 3 mil on the vertical, smaller, and 3 mil on the horizontal, smaller too. That's significant.
I kind
That
of like the
is.
white one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'd be
like the
curious
white
to
one
try one
too.
on.
Yeah, I could go for the white one. Not too thrilled with any of the other ones though.
The
Yeah.
gray one's kind of cool too.
Yeah, it's a
I
weird
like a
copper.
positive display.
Yeah, I'd prefer positive, but that weird copper
I kind of
tone.
like the copper, but
Yeah,
everyone's different.
yeah. But no, that's pretty good. It looks like Dan found what I saw. I heard no fix, it didn't happen. Pitbull Pimple, great to meet you. Hope you're doing well. This is a nice copper mug. Just got one. Where would a first time buyer go to get a used watch direct from a seller? Like personally, like face to face, you could check out Facebook groups, Facebook watch groups. We have the Canadian Watch Club. Um, which is pretty widespread when it comes to members. And usually, you can quite often see face-to-face meetup offers. But I don't know. Other than that, you could do Chrono 24, eBay. eBay seems to be pretty reliable nowadays with their authentication guys. Do you
Yeah,
guys have any thoughts?
I bought this Ming through eBay.
Yeah.
I sold a couple watches through eBay. That's the way. Like if I'm just bored and want to look for watches, I always go to eBay first and look around at eBay. Just because I've had good experiences. Even when I had not so great experiences, eBay made it right. So that's, especially with the authentication, if you're going $2,000 US dollars and over, you are paying tax. You're probably paying more than you are from Reddit or a Watch You Seek or a Facebook group. But, if something goes wrong, especially as a buyer, eBay tends to side with the buyer. So you have some protection there. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but that's the route I usually choose to take.
Yeah. Torin, any thoughts?
I kind of agree with what everyone just mentioned in terms of eBay or some of the Facebook groups. I haven't purchased from Chrono 24, but everyone vouches for it pretty well.
Yeah.
Personally, I just buy the seller before I buy the watch, right?
Yeah. So no Craigslist.
Yeah.
Or no Kijiji for us.
Well, I do post on. I actually sold like that Bling Master G-Shock. I sold on Kijiji. I had it posted on the Facebook group in Kijiji, but
yeah,
I could tell the guy was a watch guy because he had his own watch listings and stuff, and he had a good rating. So
okay, but
kind of
it's a little different with a Bling Master, like a G-Shock.
It is. It's not like I'm listing like a Tudor or a Rolex or
yeah.
So.
Yeah. One of my infamous stories turned out to be a good story, but was listing my SBGM 221 for sale on Kijiji, meeting after dark at a gas station.
Oh right. Yeah.
It wasn't the wisest thing I've done, but it turned out to be a good guy. So
I've had some real sketchy meetups, so like selling stuff on Kijiji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even recently. This is a segue, so stop me. I don't know, but
oh no.
Recently, I was selling I had a Citizen, the Montbell collaboration, like the Super Titanium Citizen with atomic timekeeping. Like it's a really good field watch. Guy from Kijiji bought it. We met at a Starbucks, but the thing was, I think he was a trucker or something, and there were a couple of other truckers hanging on Starbucks. And he was paying in cash in plain sight, but like we were just in the parking lot, and he was like just handing over billfolds one by one, kind of thing, right? Paying me out. And then these two sketchy guys, like just like having a smoke, like beside the Starbucks and stuff like that. And then as soon as he walks away, they start approaching me real quick, right? And I'm like, I got in my car, and like they're asking like, roll down the window, roll down the window. I'm like, I just peeled out of there, to be honest.
No
like,
way.
It was a sketchy situation. Yeah.
No way. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, that's smart. I'm glad you didn't roll down the window.
Yeah, I just watched this video on Instagram where this guy was driving and someone knocked on the window and he rolled it down, and then they put a gun in his face and took his watch. So anyone knocks on your window, just keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Yeah. Oh, that's tough. I always roll down my window.
I normally do if it's like, someone homeless or just looking for directions or something, right?
But yeah, that's hard. Man. Yeah. So don't do Kijiji or Craigslist, but yeah. Scott also mentioned there are new locations at Watchbox. I'm not sure where you're located, Pitbull Pimple, but yeah, hope that helps. Merry Christmas to you too, JustRX03. SPGM 221 versus SPGH 295. SPGH 295, hands down. SPGM 221 is beautiful, but SPGH 295 is special. It's really special. This is an ice blue dial. Let me share Nice green. Ice blue dial, 62 GS case. Not something you see every day, you know. Okay, here we go.
Was it a GMT as well?
No,
Oh,
just a high beat. So I would go with this. No question. Titanium too, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me double check that material.
21 millimeter log width.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing with the 62 GS case. I guess it's stainless steel because I don't see any mention of titanium.
But yeah, the dial is amazing on that.
Yeah,
Plus, you get the bracelet option if that matters to you.
yeah. So I mean, I'd go with this. The 221 is quite a bit more affordable though. So I mean, budget wise, that's a good choice. It's probably the best value Grand Seiko you can get. SPGM 221. This one's but 2,003. Yeah, but a bit over $2,000 more, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is so nice though. The SPGH 295. I'd still go SPGH 295. Keith, any thoughts?
No, not really. I don't have an opinion. And that SPGM 221, that's the like the off-white
Yeah,
GMT.
cream dial
I
GMT.
just don't really like that color. I've seen it in person a couple times, and I can't do that. But that's just personal preference on the color, really.
Yeah, it's got that patinated look to it, right? Like an
I
old
really
white
like
dial.
that. The cream dial against that thermally blue GMT hand is like
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
beautiful.
it's a little too yellow for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Steel Steez, good to see you. Merry Christmas to you too. No Alibaba. Yeah, definitely not Alibaba. Gibson always meet at a police station. Learned it the hard way. Oh man.
I really want to know this story. What
Yeah, I
happened?
want to know the story too. Hope you're okay. I mean, hope you were okay. Clearly you were okay. I'm gonna stop talking now since you're here. Let's see. I care, so I overshare, says Dib. Also says need to see it in person. If I'm not I've said this a few times, but if I'm not mistaken, if you've seen the SPG W283, I think it's the same dial. So let me pull this up and zoom in a bit. And then search SPG W283, which is pretty, like, it's been at the ADs a lot recently. I think it's same if not similar. So if you've seen this dial around, I don't know. What do you guys think? It looks the same, right?
It looks similar, yes.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah. Look at this wisdom flowing out of Dib. Search for the hashtag on Instagram. That's such a good idea. I'm gonna do that in the future, Dib. Thank you. Wilson saying Dib had to bust out the nunchucks. Yeah. All right. Torin, do you have any watches you're eyeing for next year? Oh wait, Keith, you didn't answer, did you?
No.
No, you didn't.
Do you want to start, Torin?
No, go ahead.
I've had some I'm thinking about. What I've learned with 2022 is going into 2022, I made this like long list of watches. I was going to buy 1 or 2 watches. I made this long list that I would choose from, and I bought 4 watches, none of which were on the list. So I found that planning out kind of is not the best. It doesn't work for me. And I think I'm better for it. Like I really like the watches I bought instead. But of the ones I'm thinking of, one I want you to talk me out of. I've mentioned this on a prior stream, but I really like the Laurier Falcon 3, the new one.
Oh,
It's kind of a Explorer homage, more than kind of. They say it's inspired by 3 watches: the Rolex Explorer, I want to say it's 6350 with the textured dial, and Omega Railmaster, and the Seiko Alpinist. It really just looks like that Explorer reference with Omega hands.
Ah,
But I really,
Mm,
I really like the texture dial with the plexiglass crystal. I like that it's a light watch with all the links and everything. It's under 100 grams. Um, but it's just like I'm sure I would wear this all the time. I think I'd really like it, but I know I could do better. I'm sure I should hold out for a quote unquote better watch, but I'm kind of struggling with watches I want versus watches I should want.
yeah.
Um, so we'll see. It's out of stock right now. It's not coming back in stock until March. Um, you know, I I have a lot of interest in the Spirit 37 millimeters. I should probably buy something like that over this. There's not
Oh,
really a colorway I absolutely love
yeah.
yet. I do like the black one. I like the blue looks nice too, but I'd love a gilt titanium, of course. I like a green dial, something like that. But I do really like this watch. It's kind of like an easy buy, like it's $500. Not that that's a small amount of money, and if I go to sell it, like I wouldn't lose a ton on it, and it'd be fun to have for a while. But I don't know. I Dib's doing a good job right now, getting me out of it in the chat. So and then I also have interest. Again, I don't know how much of a likelihood this is in the Fears Brunswick salmon dial. I think that's a really cool watch. Again, I should probably stick to bigger brands if I do want to sell in the future. I think I'd take a huge hit on that Fears, but I could keep it for a long time. So I don't know. There's nothing I really, really want right now. I'm curious to see what's going to be released next year, and just whatever else catches my eye and other stuff I look at. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And what do you
Well,
think about this Laurier? Should I not buy it?
well, this ad kind of killed it for me.
Why is that?
Yeah, because I was like, hey, it's not bad. I like it. Um, I'm 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 going back in time to when I didn't see that ad, but it's sure it has the 369, but so does a lot of other dials. I mean, other watches, and I think the hands are different enough. It it didn't instantly make me think of the Explorer.
I
Okay.
agree.
The indices are different too, right?
Yeah.
The shape of the indices.
Yeah.
I like the watch a lot.
The texture dial is on that Explorer reference. It's obviously an Explorer that's not made anymore. I think the
Right.
dark gray actually works better than a black dial would in this instance.
Yeah.
But I really think they did a great job with it.
Yeah.
It's my
You,
favorite bracelet that I've ever worn. That Laurier, the previous one Laurier had. I love the bracelet.
It kind of looks like an Omega bracelet almost, right? Like a
yeah.
more of a flat link.
Yeah, if the flat link was brushed instead of the outer links
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
polished.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. It's I think they were when they first designed that bracelet, I think they were thinking of an Omega reference. If I remember that story
Yeah,
correctly.
and the bracelet used to be more flat than it is. They've kind of curved out the links because people were complaining that it was too sharp.
Okay.
Maybe similar to an Omega, a certain
Yeah.
Omega.
yeah.
Um, but they still try to keep it the links a little flat. Trying to see what the reference of the Explorer. Oh, Explorer reference 6350 is what they're referencing here.
6350.
But yeah, they say it's partly, Alpinist is partly, but the 1959 one, but I don't really see any of that in the watch.
Yeah.
Besides that, it's darker blackish dial and kind of similar layout. But
Oh, look at that. Interesting.
Hmm.
yeah, see how that has a texture as well. Apparently a lot
Yeah.
of Rolex and Omega from the 50s might have had a texture dial like that. I don't know. I'm not a vintage watch person, but
Yeah. Yeah. Me neither. But I mean, this ad though, I kind of I don't know why they had to do that. Maybe it's because they respect Rolex a lot. I don't know. because it's a typical Rolex ad for like those vintage ads you see on
Mhm.
in magazines and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't have had much of an interest in it until I tried it on in person. It was at Wind Up, and I tried it on. I'm like, oh, this is really nice.
it looks nice. I
I
wouldn't
mean, aesthetically, it does look good. I can't fault
I
it.
wouldn't think of the Explorer. I mean, it's hard not to when you see 369,
Right.
but once you actually look into the watch, it looks different. It's not an homage, really, to me. Um, I think those indices are different enough too.
hmm Right.
Yeah, and the bracelet's different. It's on a bracelet to begin with. Um, the hands change a lot for me. Like when you have different hands,
Right.
it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I
So
feel like it has the more Omega Railmaster type hands.
it,
It's
it
the
does.
Omega
Definitely.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's kind of
So
what they are. They're not hiding the fact. I mean, they're showing the inspirations on their website. They're not hiding the fact of where they're getting it from. He's kind of a vintage watch nerd. The crown is a big crown or a big crown from older Rolex, what they used to use. So
yeah.
it's kind of nice. Get
Are you
those.
familiar with this YM Falcon Eye?
Falcon Eye? No,
Hmm.
Falcon Eye doesn't sound familiar to me.
Let's Google that. YM Falcon Eye.
So does that watch get the the Sanjay Torn seal of approval, or should I look into some other ones?
It's a Rolex Yachtmaster.
Yeah, the Yachtmaster
Yeah,
I got,
Master,
but I
yeah.
don't know what Falcon Eye is.
Okay. I
Is
thought
that
you
like
had.
a precious metal one? Like it, sometimes I have like a Tiger Eye or something. Like it can
No, it's
be.
got like this really cool dial.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of the 40 millimeter Yachtmaster rose gold, but I'm not. I mean, that's not going to happen for me. So
Yeah. It looks
Honestly,
fresh.
like if you want to get the watch, like if you like how it wears, like I just say, get the watch you want to wear and not what you think you should be going for. To kick off the new year, anyways. Like I mean, you could always
yeah,
flip it and then go for
right.
something that has a little bit more pedigree. But
Dib saying you need a Rangemaster True from Long Island watch.
No, I mean, if you have them, I'm not asking you to do this, but if you have them side by side, I mean, to me, the Laurier just like it looks so much better
Oh, yeah.
than that watch by far.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're gonna go the Explorer homage route and not get a Smith, I guess. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Laurier, and I like that it's not a direct copy either. So
The Rangemaster, I feel like the typeface on the numbers are so bad.
yeah, they're squished instead of expanded.
Yeah. Let's see if I get it here. Nope. Long Island. It's like the numbers you'd write as a kid when you're trying to make the numbers look really cool. At least that's what I did using graph paper, math paper. But man, that it's not easy on the eyes. But
Yeah,
some
I mean, I can't say really anything positive about that watch.
so bad. Oh,
yeah,
it
the
looks
logos
so.
don't work at all either. I find like the Long Island Watch logo and the TGV logo.
Yeah,
Well, they sold 500 in a few hours, so they're laughing all the way to the bank on that
well,
one.
yeah, and it appears that people like it. So make it that what you will.
Yeah.
I mean,
Each their own.
everyone
Whatever.
I've spoken to does not like this watch, but
Yeah.
it's interesting. Sorry, Keith, I interrupted you there.
Nope. I wasn't talking. I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah. So Fierce Brunswick, I have a lot of interest in. Again, I would love for them to be at Chicago Wind Up, and of course a 37 millimeter Spirit. But keeping my options open. I'm on the market.
yeah.
That's
Who
good.
knows what could catch my eye?
Scott here saying it's definitely an homage in the original sense. I agree. Like the right use of the word homage. Not the watch community's definition. Scott keeps going, where a watch can be 1-to-1, but swap the logo, and all of a sudden it's an homage, not a replica. Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's an actual homage, but I feel that word has been sullied a lot, right? You can't use it to talk about actual homages without half the community thinking it's a knockoff of something, and
Mhm.
the other half thinking it's an actual homage. Maybe not even half, like 20% might think it's in the pure sense of the word homage, but I think that word's kind of down the toilet. The word homage. Got to come up
Right.
with another one.
It's kind of weird that a lot of watch enthusiasts hate fakes. You know, it's like, oh, I would never wear a fake. You change the logo and the name of the brand, then it's a-okay. Like it's so odd to me. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll kind of, in a sense, side with the law too. Um, like if it's not illegal, it'll make me raise my eyebrow, like just go, yeah, wince a little when I
Mhm.
see a copy watch. But then it's not illegal, so I can only wince at it. I can't say, hey,
Mhm.
don't do that. Um, but if it does come to a point where it is illegal, then yeah, won't be wincing,
Mhm.
just wincing anymore. um, maybe that's why. Maybe because they
Yeah.
had the law on their side, you know. Um, Scott saying the Rangemaster typeface looks like it belongs in an energy drink can. That's a good definition. BJ, good to see you. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you as well. Um, one look into Nicholas's eyes, and Keith will buy a Fierce watch. Nicholas Bowman
I mean,
Scarjo.
it does help. It does help when you like the owners. Like I like the Laurier owners. I've probably watched or read any interview they've done in the last like 3 years. You know what I mean? I just like them, and they're great to talk to at Wind Up too. And Nicholas is the same way. I like listening to his interviews. I like his, he does these Instagram live streams that are really interesting. I could tell he really, takes care in everything they do with that brand.
Hmm.
So I think that helps.
Yeah, yeah, it's good to have a relatable face to the brand, or even a likable face.
Hmm.
Moser has that in a sense with can't remember his name, Milan, Edward Milan. He's a likable fellow most of the time. Um, have you seen any interviews of Edward?
I don't think so.
Okay, Ro- down to earth guy, but yeah, you can tell he's kind of pushing the line a little, trying to be a little controversial, which is what Moser's doing
I
in
mean,
here,
if you
right?
look at their marketing, yeah.
Yeah, with their cheese watch and that. I mean, that was funny. But what was some of the other stuff they did? Like,
Well, I mean, they just came
Apple
out with
Watch Forever.
the QR code.
yes, oh, that
Yeah.
was awful.
I think the bezel looks cool on that watch.
Yeah,
They did a good job with that part of it. I mean, the watch is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know why anyone would buy
I,
that.
I don't know. I don't know if they're being serious or if they're you know playing another
Yeah,
joke.
I don't
Because
know
it
Moser well enough to know.
it seems like they're really serious about like the whole
Yeah,
NFTs, and I don't know. But
I think the Apple Watch thing that they did, like the kind of spoof on the Apple Watch, was funny.
yeah,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
Um, Moser, and I get razor blades.
uh,
What's going on? H Moser. Um, just trying to bring up that QR code watch here. Uh, sorry, bear with me. There it
yeah. I
is.
mean, I'm not saying I would want that bezel on a watch I own, but I think it. I mean, that's got to be really hard to manufacture, I would imagine.
Yeah,
And it's kind of
Hmm.
cool to expand that QR code to the bezel, but the watch is just, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know. I couldn't define a metaverse even if I wanted to. So I don't even know what that means. I'd have to like Google metaverse to know what that means.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna try and define. It's okay. My understanding is it's just a virtual world, right? Like cryptocurrency and stuff like that. Like stuff
Okay.
that doesn't exist
Okay.
but exists in a different, like
Yeah.
exists
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
cloud. That's the metaverse. But I could
So
be
does
wrong.
Moser have their own metaverse? Is that what they're saying?
I
Or is
don't.
it part of another metaverse? I
Uh,
didn't do my homework for this.
it gives you access to the full Web 3.0 experience, from authenticating the ownership of the timepiece to enjoying exclusive digital assets. I think they're
Okay.
serious.
Okay.
I I I don't know, but I think they're
The only way
serious.
you'll know is if you buy one.
Yeah.
Well, I took too much time on my watches. I'm curious to know what you guys are looking at for next year.
Yeah. Torin, do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, well, similar to Keith, like I kind of like seeing what's on the horizon, and I don't necessarily have too much as like a defined list of what I'm going to definitely get, but I know like at the end of this year, some future goals. I mean, I would like to get a Tudor Black Bay Panda chronograph because I had a chance to try one on and really surprised at how well it wore. It's actually thinner than the Black Bay Pro, which is it's a chronograph with a B01 Breitling
Yeah.
movement inside of it. And I'm like, wow, this is a great watch. So that would be nice if I'm on the list. So hopefully I get a call about that one.
You
Um,
should. I don't
yeah,
see why not. Pretty soon, I think.
I think so too. I do think Tudor's getting more stock in because at least at the AD that's just in my city, the one AD that does Tudor, they recently just had like they put in an order for like everything and like you can go in there and like I went in there, everything was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty much. So even the 39 Pelagos was there. But I mean, then it rapidly sold out. But I do think stock is increasing for Tudor. Um, I thought it would be nice in the future. I'm still really kind of crushing on the overpriced Grand Seiko SLGA 015, which is their Evolution 9 dive watch with the 5-day spring drive movement. And if maybe I can trade in and make something happen for it, I might. But it's very similar to my SVGX 117, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if those two could coexist. And I really like the SVGX 117 because it's stainless steel versus titanium, and the proportions for that one are really nice. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but if I can make it happen at your AD, maybe trade in something. We'll see because I don't think it's worth retail. In fact, I haven't seen too many of those watches on the secondary market, but I have a good friend in London. He's quite successful and he's like a bigger fanatic and flipper than me. And he was asking me what I thought about that particular watch because I sent him some pictures when I tried it on at your AD.
Yeah.
And then he's actually sourced one on the secondary market. Well, I'm not paying retail on it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not either, but like, where can you find one? So he sourced
Hmm.
one, he bought it, and then he also bought the Mist Flake like right after in short order. So on the
Wow.
secondary market. So I'm like, wow,
Wow.
pretty big flexes. Yeah.
Yeah, all in on the Evolution 9 there.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I
I
think
would
those
love it.
are like two I'd like to look at in the future.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, Keith, what did you say?
I was gonna say I would love a titanium watch in 2023.
Yeah.
But, we'll see.
What have you looked into any options in your price range? Like you're
I've looked
comfortable in
into
the
options, but nothing that really jumps out. I mean, I like the Pelagos. I don't
right.
know if I like it enough to buy it. Of course, I like the Grand Seiko Winter, but I don't think I'm going to buy that. I feel like I've looked at all. I'll look at lists of titanium watches and all that, just to see if there's one I'm missing. But there's nothing really that I really want to buy right now. So we'll see. I mean, it's becoming more and more popular, so I think we're going to have a lot of titanium releases in 2023.
Yeah. So previously you had said you don't want to really go into like above the $3,000 price range. Is that still applicable, or?
I would say 5,000 more for sure.
Okay.
I'd really have to like it to go above, just because I get so much joy on watches that are within like the below $3,000 range.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me just to spend more than that on just one watch, but if something really catches my eye, I would consider it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All options are out there.
Yeah. Lots of options. Pelagos. I think Pelagos would be really good on you for titanium.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for me, Pelagos is a big one. Other than that, I really don't know. We gotta wait and see what Grand Seiko turns out.
Well, good for you. They're gonna have like 10 other watches out by January. So
yeah. We'll see.
Well, plus 9 time, they always do a recap of how many watch releases there was, per Seiko, per Grand Seiko, and like the number is always like laughably high.
Yeah.
I mean, they're also including like, really small limited releases too. But it's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's true. All right, guys. Well, it's that time of night again. Do you guys have anything you'd like to plug? Anything you've been watching or thinking
I
about?
watched your review of the wallet. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Everyone buy that off of your affiliate link, or is it your discount code? I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I'm actually, I have my wallet right here. Haha.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I just fiddle around with this thing all day. Yeah, man. When you're in the drive-through and you pull up and you're ready to pay and you just go, it's so satisfying.
Because your wife like, Sanjay, put the wallet away.
How'd you like to pay, sir? MasterCard, please. MasterCard, always MasterCard. No, I haven't really signed up for what they want me to sign up for my affiliate link. So, I've always avoided PayPal because when I was a kid and I had no money, they didn't steal $60 out of a technicality. They took $60 away from my account, and that stung. So I vowed to never have a PayPal account, and it's been a good 15 years. I still haven't done anything with PayPal. So the only way I can get paid is by having a PayPal account. So I may never pursue that. But at least if you guys do get something from Exeter and you use my affiliate link, at least I'll know I sent you guys. So, but don't do it for that. Do it if you like the wallet. Don't get influenced. I'm not an influencer. Don't. Don't.
How many people you think you've influenced to buy Grand Seiko for you to not be an influencer?
You're saying you're not an influencer, but then like,
I mean, Torin alone.
Hard, but it's because like when you like it, you have to talk about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Would that still be influencing? Would you consider that influencing? Yeah. I feel like it's just sharing the love.
Yeah, it's not intentional, but it's it's kind of contagious too, and in a way, it's influencing people's decisions.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that information. I'm sorry. Don't buy Grand Seiko. No. How can you not buy Grand Seiko? It's so good. But yeah, Torin had a state of collection video that you guys should check out if you have a moment. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything else. Check out that Grand Seiko Jokirk video from Teddy Baldessar. That was really enjoyable. Got into some new Grand Seikos. All right, guys. Hope you have a great night. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates. But I will see you on New Year's Eve. That's the next one, right? December 31st. All right, everyone. Stay safe out there. Talk to you
Good
soon.
night. Happy holidays.